Hello everyone, welcome to Tony Talks. Ọ̀gá o, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ti kọjá bá ṣe ń rò ó. I just pray pé k'Ọlọ́run tètè yanjú ẹ̀ kó dẹ̀ jẹ́ tòótọ́. Kẹ́mi ó sọ̀rọ̀ gan ni Aunty Kemi. Ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ gbọ́ Aunty Kemi nǹkan tí wọ́n sọ. Ó wọ lẹ́nu mi láti sọ because ó dàbí ẹni pé everybody concentration and focusing is different. So let's watch Sister Kemi Lawyer. Thank you for watching. Till I'll see you in my next video. Stay safe, stay blessed. I love you all. Bye.
The baby that Wunmi Aloba is calling Muhbad's son is not Muhbad's son. The baby belongs to Sam Larry. The baby was allegedly fathered by Sam Larry. And I told the police that this might be where you want to start your investigation. I spoke to 4 sources. They told me this is where it all started, and this is why. I said, but we have a music industry issue here. We have a discrepancy between an artist who wants to come out of a contract and take his royalties as well. I said, that's just a sideshow. The problem started with the pregnancy. Wunmi lived in the Malian house with Muhbad, at least when they were there. She was known to have sex with possibly all the guys in the house. Nobody likes to say these things out because it's disgraceful. Go and look at what they're writing about me on Just Love Her comments. I had 3 children for 3 men. I don't know who put these things on the internet. I have 3 children for 2 guys. Sometimes they say 4 children for 4 men. Sheikh Tony Lawani doesn't have 3 children for 3 men. Or why is it me they're picking on? Is it not circumstances that make you leave one man and go to the other one? Like domestic abuse? Sheikh Ibn Abu Fabricima doesn't have 4 children for 4 men. And you're picking on me? Focus. Focus. Gift Wokoma says, I trust your investigation. Anyone can go with what they want to say. Somebody said it's not true. Well, you'll know it's true very soon. There's a DNA report. When the fighting started, a very big businessman in Dubai is one of the big Dubai Bitcoin men. They call them Bitcoin Yahoo boys. He invited everybody to Dubai. They did the tickets. I called everybody from the travel agent to the person that picked them up to everybody I spoke to. It was tedious. That's why that video I'm uploading is so annoying. It's taking long. I was just sleeping halfway during the video. I was like really in pain. So I had to take my Tylenol with codeine and I was drowsy. So I decided to go live. So they all agreed that they should do a paternity test. So they did a DNA test. Who brought out the DNA stuff? Who initially brought it out? Someone online that possibly noticed the resemblance between Sam Larry and the child. And they put it online, circled both heads, and they were trolling Sam Larry. When I saw that picture, I made my own picture and I circled him and the child. There was a resemblance. There are people who know things and they don't want to go to the police because they're scared. So if you're screen recording, go ahead and screen record. Just credit Kemi Talks Facebook. Credit Kemi Talks, tag me Facebook. So what basically happened was all parties showed up. It's like what happened with Davido and the baby mama, the first one, and Imade, the second one. Everybody showed up the DNA. They organized, the person that organized the hospital appointment, the person that organized the visa, the tickets, the hotel, everything was done. The baby, Wunmi, Sam Larry, Muhbad, Naira Marley, and Sanusi. Sanusi is the one that the very black dark man has been trying to find out who is this guy. Nobody knows. Oh, you guys are ignorant. Nobody knows. All this time I've been showing you. The boy is frustrated now. And I don't want him to divert. I don't want the very dark black man to divert, because he's excited this morning because Davido is following him and Davido messaged him. So he's off path. Don't get excited about that Davido one. Okay, there are people that are excited when I come to their DM. They go and frame it, they go and do that. Go back to the work. But the very dark black man tweeted me yesterday and said, I like Kemi's opinion. You see, the things around us that we don't look at, that we don't focus on, are the things that might be real. You can tag the very dark black man. Maybe you can see this, because he watched my other one and he screenshotted it. Yabo's blog at Gist Love, at Tonto, and all of them, they're feeding information of sympathy and sentiments to their audience. And the audience are ignorant people, so I don't care. Just love how people came on my page. They're very rowdy. Nobody can comment on. I don't post anything on Instagram, Dr. Kemi Olunloyo. I only post it on Kemi Talks now. All my pages on Instagram, no tags, no mentions, no DMs. I just work and no comments. Okay, the only people that hear from me are the ones paying me for subscriptions. They're inside that page, the subscribers. So, when they all showed up, they went and did the DNA test. And the DNA test showed that Sam Larry owned the child. Sam Larry wanted his child from Muhbad. We're going to discuss, like I said, some of you can make requests. I'll bring you in. I spoke to Daddy Freeze 30 minutes ago. He was getting ready to do his own live. And I told him, I said, let me just go on Facebook, because maybe later on, if you want to bring me on your night's live, I'll come. So the DNA test reported it was positive, and Sam Larry was determined as the father of the little boy. I mean, look at the resemblance. That's his dad now. So now, Muhbad was not releasing the baby to Sam Larry. This child was born in April this year. So guys, when the DNA came positive and it was determined that Sam Larry actually owned, you see how distraction causes problems in journalism? If we were just joking about Sam Larry looking on, the baby looking like Sam Larry, and we kept on that joke, it would distract us from the real story. Then we have celebrities. Oba Solomon, another prophet said he wants to wake Muhbad up if they give him the body. Oba Solomon is also calling that other prophet off. Tomonojabi said Muhbad called him and he spoke to the ghost. You see how they're doing this boy, these useless people? Tomonojabi that bullied me, released my phone number, my address, is now the advocate for the bullied. You see how all of them are doing? On the Tonto side, they're all opening accounts. Sam Clef too has raised 3 million for the mother. You see how we are stupid in Nigeria? When Kemi Olunloyo talks, listen. I'm not there anymore. I told you one day I will leave. I've left already. I wouldn't even say anything about Nigeria. I'd just be watching on my own corner laughing. But this one I had to get into because of what they call passion. I'm not made for Nigeria, like you said, Victoria. So now the fight began. He wants his son. Wumi already knows that, yeah, I slept with everybody. These people have casual sex. They don't use condom, they just do it, they pull out. But she didn't know. So when she got pregnant, she assumed, don't you see these cases? Don't you see these fair women cases? Have we not seen so many on the internet? People raising other people's children and they did DNA and found that they were not their children. We have seen it over and over. And it's real. Paternity fraud. Nigeria is number 3 now in the world. You know what I'm saying? If my son in America, my youngest son in America meets a girl today, Monday, and they have sex today, the day they met. Tomorrow she has sex with somebody else. At the weekend, she calls my son and says, let's go for dinner. After dinner, they have sex. She spent the night. What about the man she had sex with on Wednesday? What if it's his own sperm that entered and impregnated her? She'll come back to my son and say it's my son that owns the child until that child is dead. Until that child is born. So what is happening is, unlike what we normally see, everybody go and bury their head in shame. Sam Larry wants the baby, and Muhbad refuses to give Sam Larry the baby. Why? Possibly because Wunmi is his wife, and it will be a disgrace if the world hears. Now let me hold on the baby. Let's go to Sanusi. So my source in Dubai said, Sanusi is Sam's boy. Sam Larry's boy, and they call him Sanusi Sam Boy. That's what they call him, Sam Boy. Sanusi is the guy with the dreads in front, the one that very dark black man has been looking for. Very dark black man saw Sanusi standing next to Yabo, the other one was signing condolence register. Sanusi was at the car dealership. Notice how they came out of the car and they were coming to inspect the car they were going to buy. 3 people. Muhbad came out of the car with 1 person and the dealership guy took them to the car. Sanusi was with them, but he didn't come out of the car with them. He was already at the dealership. What was he doing there? Then we saw Sanusi in the car crying, crocodile tears. Muhbad has died. Him and the driver, they videotaped themselves. The phone was sitting there on the dashboard. So when they put the video on Muhbad that has died, he didn't move on way. He puts his thing up. You know what I'm saying? When he put the neck up and they noticed he was still alive, they now stopped videotaping. That right there is a sign that he was injected something and he had not passed out completely. So we found Sanusi. Where is Sanusi now? Because he needs to come out and talk to police. If you notice what the police tweeted, the police said, no matter where you are, we are going to come and get you. Who do you think, Mr. Dijobi, ACP, Assistant Commissioner of Police, Federal PPRO, who do you think he was referring to? At first I thought he was referring to Bella Shmurda. It could be him, it could be Sam Larry, it could be Naira Marley, and it could also be Sanusi. Was Sanusi the hitman? When we hear the word hitman, guys, what do we think? Someone that took the gun and shot the person. Sometimes the hitman doesn't need a gun. Abi's gun that they used to use. So if we're calling Sanusi the hitman, did he use a gun? Did he shoot Muhbad? We have not heard anything about the autopsy. We know that bullets were involved. But from what we're all hearing, injection was involved. A nurse is under custody, fake nurse. If they in fact injected him, a hitman can be behind that injection too. So a hitman that uses injection to kill people. The points I'm giving you now. Number 1, the guy with the dread, his name is Sanusi, he's based out of Dubai. They sent him to Nigeria. How did he meet Muhbad? Muhbad knew him from the Dubai trip. Muhbad did a paternity test. The test showed he was not the father of the baby and that Sam Larry was the father of the baby. Sam Larry wants his son. Muhbad refused to release the boy. Now we have a problem. All the money you're giving the boy and all the musical estate of Muhbad must not go to the boy. I knew what I was saying. The reason why the estates cannot go to the boy. Remember I said that Somebody will have to go to a judge, and the judge will have to set up a probate. And a probate lawyer will have to, because the money that Muhbad has made now since he died, the thing has reached 1.7 billion in naira. This is news. This new EP that he did, the sales. And one track there is with Bella Shmurda. So Bella Shmurda too just got rich. The same Bella Shmurda that we talked about last night, that they didn't want him on his project. They jumped on his project. Maybe they knew he was going to die. That's why Bella Shmurda is also a person of interest. They're all frenemies. Hilary Joke Ojukwu. That's a fake name. How can you be that? Oh no, Hilary G. Okay. It's not fake. Hilary, sorry. You said who's Sanusi, the boy with the dreads. The one that very dark black man saw everywhere. Very black dark man wanted to know who the three guys were. They were working for someone. I can only tell you that they call him Sammy's boy. If they were working for Sam and Larry, the Sammy sent them to go and kill Muhbad. That's the police job. Now let me read this to you. What was the motive for Muhbad's death? These are the questions I'm asking. Ogbode Victor, when did you arrive? They've done DNA test already. Some of you are just arriving and you're not hearing what we're talking about. Watch the video again. What was the motive of killing him? Was the plan to eliminate Muhbad and all his music assets transferred to the baby and the wife who betrayed him and had a baby who already allegedly belongs to Sammy? Sammy can inherit all Muhbad's assets as the father of the boy, which is why I caution Nigerians against donating to the mom and son. Do you get it now? Do you get it now, what I just said? If they give the assets to the baby, Sam Larry can take all those assets as the father of the boy. And that's why I said, don't feed the boy. It's like saying, don't feed Sam Larry. As we're looking at this case now, Sam Larry may not even be a wanted man. Why? What is his crime? He fathered a baby. The police will have to come up with a way to pin that murder on him. Notice how I said murder. I'm not using death anymore because they terminated this man's life. With the entrance of Sanusi, and we don't know where Sanusi is. They said he's back in Dubai. So, if Sam is the father of the boy, he can inherit all that money. All Muhbad's hard work money. Muhbad has no family. Should we give that money to the wife? The music, I'm not even talking about the 30 million they've donated. I'm talking about the music assets, billions. Should we give it to the wife? Hell no. Person that went to sleep with someone else. Should we give it to the mother or the father? Hell no. So Muhbad does not really have any family. Who are we going to give all his money to? What about his 300 million with Naira Marley, the royalties? Muhbad came to a life that was wasted. My brother died 2 years ago. It was the one in the Ali Moscow riot. Tayo was 8 years old, paralyzed since 43 years. He died 2 years ago at 51. Why did Tayo come to this world? For what? What was his purpose? I still always ask. Some people just came and their lives ended so short. Everything they worked for went to the wrong people. Now, the next part of my broadcast. This investigation tire me. Is he legally married to Wunmi? Nobody knows. She will have to bring her certificates out. Because if she's not legally married, she has no inheritance of his assets. So before he died, okay, before he died, he knew and he kept it a secret. Muhbad had that dark secret that the child was not his, but Muhbad was attached to the child. Muhbad loved Wunmi and wanted the child. You see how he curled around Wunmi with the baby. And after that, they now told him the baby is not. You see, look at the boy sitting down. And the face now is not. I don't know who the people are saying that he looks like the baby. He doesn't look like the baby. Does not. So it was a deep family secret. We have them. All of us have deep family secrets. It was a big, deep family secret. The whole family. That is why Wunmi's sister threatened VDBM. That's what I'm calling this guy now, VDBM. Very dark black man. So VDBM was threatened by Wunmi's sister with a 300 million naira lawsuit. Some people think when they throw lawsuits out, you'll be scared of them. No. Shebi, I announced it yesterday. Have they threatened me with lawsuits? Even if I'm outside the country. Even if I'm inside the country, there's nothing they can do. Shebi, I'm doing video now. Bring your lawsuit now. The 30 million naira that Nigerians have donated should be frozen by the bank because technically that baby boy did not lose his father. His father is alive. So his father is allegedly Sam Larry. So the money should not be given to the child. Wunmi should be called in for questioning. I don't think police can arrest Wunmi. She has not committed any crimes that they can prove her of. But there's an angle in which she might be a criminal. Who has Muhbad's phones? The phones were last seen with Wunmi after he was transported to and fro the hospital.